Ah yes, Scrapyard Stumble, the event, the longest, most difficult event. Where are my points rounds? So here we go. This is the video about the $200 Fall Guys skin. But Paul, I hear you say, this skin doesn't cost money. It's a free skin. You just have to complete the event. Just complete the event. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many hours this event took to complete? If you take those hours and make each hour an hour of minimum wage in, say, America or the United Kingdom, that becomes about $200, and that's where I got the value from for this costume. Let's get into the video here. Hey look, I'm trash! So that was the first of many wins required. We need 8 knockout wins to get this costume. That was the first one. Here's the second one. Well, will it be a win? This whole video is just going to be the highlights and lowlights of everything I had to do to get this costume. As you can probably tell from the amount of time it's taken me to get a video out on this has taken me days, and I'm not the only one. This has been quite a horrible event, to be honest. I think a lot of people are feeling the same as well. Unfortunately, this event is just too much, I think, for a lot of players. Hey look, it's xrazo72, a leaderboard player. And wait, what's that? They want to time out the level? Woo! 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 Like we're so good spinning around everybody in the town. And yeah, it pretty much just went on and on and on, because that's the nature of timing out Jump Showdown. Lots of jumps, lots of emotes, lots of fun. A guaranteed knockout victory for us both. Hooray! That's another one down. 2 out of 8. Little did I know at this point, this was not going to be the most difficult part of this event like I thought it would be. Even though everyone was absolutely sweating in this event for their knockout wins, that wasn't the hardest bit. And by the way, this is another highlight. Yep, why am I putting random Lily Leapers footage in this? Well, this is the Twitch costume that you get for free by watching any Fall Guys streamer currently with drops enabled. You get this costume for free if you have your Epic account and your Twitch account linked when you watch the stream. And also, that was my fastest Lily Leapers run for a while. So what are your thoughts on this event? Have you completed it yet? The likelihood is you probably haven't. I've not seen many people with this costume, and I think it's going to remain that way. This is a very difficult event. It is absolutely the longest event we've ever had. Hey look, it's Roll Off, one of the best finals. And look, then they bounce into the slime. I don't know what they were doing there. They just stopped moving. An easy third knockout win for your favourite pigeon. And then you get to see what happens in the game when the game decides it doesn't want me to get any more than 3 knockout wins this time. I just flop all over the place and get eliminated. But after a bit more time, we do manage to get a hexagon. Hexagon is one of my strongest finals, and I also get to show off this other free Twitch costume. Look at it, this is the little cat hat. This pigeon here, you see this other pigeon? I was just a pigeon. This pigeon had been annoying me for the entire time. This event turned me into an absolute monster. I did whatever I could to get wins, to get points levels. I did everything. So I was not about to let that pigeon beat me at Hexagon, one of my favourite rounds. Luckily, after a little bit more time, I managed to actually cut off some other beans and get myself a bunch of yellow tiles. Hooray! But would they be enough? There's still so many blue tiles below. I can see you down there, Mr. Pigeon. Unfortunately, even though I had a lot of yellow tiles, I realised I had to drop down and cut off our pigeon nemesis before it was too late. Sadly, I was too slow, which meant there was only one thing for it. We had to grab or be grabbed, cut off or be cut off, and just generally jump around and make sure that they fell into the slime first. That's another knockout win in the bag. Twirl that hoop. Let's get a little update here. Check it out. Slowly but surely we are getting there. You see this dragon marvelous guy? Remember this bean. Remember this name. I know, everyone struggles. I'm not just highlighting them to make fun of them or anything like that. Just bear them in mind. Remember them. Hey, look, it's the jungle level. And yeah, that dragon marvelous guy is still here. I don't know if this is the fastest way through the level, but it seems to work for me if I don't actually mess up loads. Seems to be a little bit quicker than the other people were making it anyway. Navigate the next few obstacles, avoid the punches, and we're pretty much at the end. This isn't that long of a level, but it's very nicely decorated, and it's got some supremely cool obstacles. This one again is my favourite, as I said in the previous video, and then this is just the finish right here. Just a few more bounces. But wait a second. Who's that? There we go, there's the dragon again. Let's see why I don't like this guy. Keep an eye on them. Like, what are they doing? They're just harassing the other beans. Oh, they're one of those. They push someone in the slime, they say great job. I would never do that. You know me. Well, I mean I would. But don't worry about it. Let's just see what happens in the final. It's Jump Showdown. Jump Showdown and Blast Ball are probably my least favorite finals. This dragon guy and they're completely obsessed with grabbing me and everybody else. So they keep grabbing, they keep spamming, good job. All I want at this point is just to take them out, do anything I can to take them out. But as you've probably noticed, I haven't grabbed not a single time. How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna take them out? I'm just biding my time, waiting until the end. They keep going for the hot dog, or the veggie dog, and they just knock themselves out. Great job! Now it's my time to shine. Let's watch a slow motion replay. They go in for the grab on the hot dog. They miss. They almost get knocked off. They go straight back again. All they see is grabbing. Their whole brain just full of good old tasty grabs. The trouble is, they're not very good at it. There we go, I said it. They're not paying attention to where they are on the platform and they just jump straight off the level. Great job! And then it's just me and this hot dog. What's gonna happen next? Well, I told you, this event's made me a monster. Was that enough? Not that time. Was that? Yeah. Sorry about that, veggie dog. I hope you get your wins another time. This event started to break me. Oh look, there's an update on the event situation. And it's a full gold. Next up we got this one. It's the new Slide and Smash level. What a great name. Now I think other people have found out much better routes for this level, but this seems to work for me. I've seen a few people trying to exploit it a bit by just repeatedly bouncing on the bounce pads next to a gold and waiting for it to respawn, but that's not very fun, and you just don't really need to do it. Yeah, I think you missed the bus, dude. Sorry about that. I don't think you're gonna get a piggyback home now. It's a little bit late for that, isn't it? And then we got rolled off against this little guy. Look at him go. What a good bean. Are we about to time out the level? Not this time, unfortunately. Time to get loopy. Next we got this very cool level by Ayla Revenant, and this makes a good case of showing the new color palettes that we have. So you can now choose from many color palettes as you make a creative level, and you can make it look like pretty much any other legacy round that we have. So this is like the medieval color palette. We've got one for the kind of races of SS1. We've got an underwater one, I think. Just brilliant, isn't it? And look, I got a very nice hammer booster there. So this is my fastest time through that one. Next we get this funky one. Now all you gotta do on this level, get a chicken, smash rocks with it. I know a few people couldn't quite figure this one out, but there's 3 tiers of rocks, and they all take a few hits or a 1 well-charged hit. Now the gold up here gives you the most points. That's a 5-pointer. Silver is 3, bronze is just 1. So you get a big hit on these, you can charge up your chicken attack, and just like that, you'll be qualifying in no time. And that gave us a Lost Temple. Hooray! We do like Lost Temple, one of my favourite finals. You just never know what you're going to get. It's so variable. I managed to catch up here as everyone else was getting the incorrect door, and then I immediately have a bit of a skill issue with the bouncers. And then an even bigger skill issue as I don't even try the middle door. Many years of realising that it's not there, but don't worry, double dives save lives. And then we get a crown. Hoopin' crazy. Let's get an event update here. Check it out. Oh my goodness, I still need so much more. Then we get my favourite of the new race rounds. This one. What's it called? You tell me. I can't remember. I didn't see the name in the video and I've already forgotten. So as I've already told you in the past, this race round is just super fun. I like anything that's dynamic, anything that can change, and this having these kind of destructible platforms and physics platforms, as well as multiple paths, this is just a super exciting level. You have to be really careful where you step, unless you're in first place. There are lots of possible changes as you go throughout this level. The whole thing can fall apart at any time. Beautifully designed by the fallguys team. Unfortunately, we then get another jump showdown. Yeah, I know. And I've actually been playing Half-Life 2 recently, so for the first time, my Gordon Freeman skin I can actually relate to because I've been enjoying the game. There he goes, look at him, what a guy. And we got some more points, we destroyed some objects. So that was all the knockout rounds completed, and I now had the lower half of this costume. Also, this guy here kept grabbing me in previous rounds, so I took my opportunity and pushed them into the slime, and gave them a little great job. Awesome. So because I'd got all of my knockout wins, all 8 by this point, I decided I'd play solos instead. In case you didn't realise, any survival round or points round that you play in solos still counts toward the event. And I didn't really want to actually take wins away from other people in knockout, because I had already got my wins And I felt like, even though this event was turning me into a bit of a monster, I didn't want to be taking knockout wins from other people that needed it for the event. I'd still be a bit evil though and push other people into the slime. I didn't necessarily need these solo wins, but you know what? It was still fun to go for it. Sometimes it's just nice to get a little crown to add to the tally. Next solo round and we're into a hexaterrestrial final, where very quickly a lot of beans fell into the slime below. Sorry Patrick, it's not your time this time. And I'd been doing quite badly as well. There's loads of losses as well. I don't win all of these, we just don't have room in the video. Well, we've got room in the video for some. So in this one, these bullets just repeatedly kept trying to grab me. Why would you be trying to grab me? I'm not a crash tester, I'm a trash tester! Oh, I've been waiting for ages to say that. Look at me. Trash test dummy. But anyway, the bullets were working together to try and grab me. Luckily for me, they weren't very good at grabbing. But we kept going, and eventually, it was just me and one bullet left. But who would fall into the slime? Obviously, I didn't want to fall into the slime. I didn't even need this win. But I did not want to let this grabby bullet take it away from me. And they were already fumbling a little bit. Yeah, oops is correct, buddy. Ooh, that's very narrow. So narrow, in fact, that they were launched into the slime. Trash tester. Ooh, I'm trash. Next we got a nice little hexa ring. Another one of my favourite finals, as most people will probably know. Again, a nice dynamic final. Anything can change within a few seconds. And it's also a good test of bean parkour ability. Victory! Look at me go. Lost on an island, full gold. Then we got a hexa ring. Wait, this isn't hexa ring, this is thin ice. I should have looked at the screen. Then we got a thin ice. And this one was a very, very tight win. This could have gone very wrong. But luckily, a big old jump managed to save that one for me. It's a full gold! Then we actually did get a hexa ring. This was the real one. And this was a really good one. This was one of the closest finals I have had throughout my time of playing this event. So it's me against this guy here. I decided to invade their personal space here and see if I could throw them off, or just generally put a little bit of fear into them as I took away all of the tiles on their side of the level. Then we get some crazy gaming here as I almost fell into the slime, but not quite. Hanging in there by the very toes of my bean. Running out of tiles on the left side, so I run over to the right side and hope that they aren't coming to find me. And nope. They just fall into the slime. Good games. We got another Lost Temple next. This was a very strange one, if I remember. It was all going well at the beginning, nice and quick. Every door I went for was the real one, but that changed quick. Nope. Where's the door? Where's the door? Not that one. Oh, not that one. Oh, not that one. Oh, where are we going? So I had to backtrack basically through the entire level. Someone else had figured out what was going on as well, but they fell off. I realized all the doors to my left were fake, which meant I knew the way to the crown. We just had to follow it around the very edge of the level, and I've got a very clear first place here, unless I mess up really stupidly like that. Oh dear, pressure is on. Can the crocodile get the crown? Nope. Unfortunately, the pressure was on them as well, and they did choke a little bit at the end. Ouch. Oh, it's a full gold. Not that time, buddy. Here, I'll show you how it's done. You throw the ball, you release the ball, and you get knocked into the slime, just like that. Whee! Oh, it's another gold. And we got a roll off. Look at this guy, he's jumping. He's jumping all over the place. He must know what he's doing. Oh, and we quickly lose a bunch more beans. It's just me, and this guy left with a very cliched sweat skin. The owl lower, the black bean with the inverted faceplate. This bean was also one of those ones who just spams jump for like the entire first minute of the game. What are you doing? I know you can jump, you don't need to prove it to me. And just like that, they were into the slime, so I get another win. Twirling that hoop every day. Then we get a hexagon. This Spider-Man had been annoying me in every level previous to this one, and they'd also been getting incredibly lucky on this hexagon. They kept inadvertently cutting everyone off without even trying to. But luckily for me, they didn't know how to jump dive, and I had one extra hex tile. Look at that, plot armor. YouTuber gets handed a free win in hexagon. Subscribe for more! Oh, it's a full gold. Next we got a crack and slam. For some reason I was about to call it a tentacle tantrum. What is that? Is that some like creative level I've read somewhere? Is that something else? I think I might just call crack and slam tentacle tantrum forevermore now. Anyway, I was trying to grab this guy because they'd been rude in the previous levels, and it wasn't working until I bounced off of them and they just launched into the ocean. Oops. Look at me, a little racing tyre bean. And... button bashers? A points level? We needed the points levels like nothing else. I think I'd completed every single other achievement in the game for this event at this point. All I needed was points levels. We'd done survivals levels. We'd done knockout wins. We'd broken destructible objects. We'd done everything we needed to, apart from just got points rounds. I'd had a few that I'd failed, unfortunately. We'd had things like Hoopsy Legends and Frantic Factory where the sweat from the other beads, whenever a points level would come up, was so high, I wasn't able to qualify from them. Points levels were harder than any final at this stage in the event, and it was just getting ridiculous. Look how toxic it made me. Oh my. The good thing about button bashers is that makes a very small amount of beans in the final. Unfortunately, the final was Jump Showdown again. There. And look, we got another one, we got another jumper. This owl decided that they really wanted to show off how good they were at pressing buttons, and then this person decided they would grab me at a point that would be impossible to kill me. What are you thinking? Oh, there they go. Now, this owl had also been incredibly annoying in the previous levels. They'd been decent, they'd got first place in Slime Scraper, and I wanted to take that away from them. Sure, we could have timed out, but I don't think they were going to play nice anyway. They'd already been grabbing other players, so I decided I'm going to do whatever it takes to take this owl out of the game. How many attempts did it take? A lot more than you're going to see right now. It took about 20, but they also never got me, so you know what? We'll take it. But eventually, I'm sneaking in there. They don't know when I'm going to grab. Pure stealth. Oops. Great job. It's just me and this unicorn. What's going to happen next? Oh, I think you know. Well, you couldn't really think of anything else that was going to happen, could you? This event made me into something evil. Oh, look. Then we got another points level. Can you believe it? Not only a points level, but Bubble Trouble is back in the game. This thing's been vaulted for over a year. What? Most of you probably haven't even played this level. You probably don't even know what it is. Well, it's a points level. You have to get bubbles. There's two kinds of bubbles. They spawn in different locations around the map. The gold bubble gives you 5 points. Grab that one at all costs. It's also easier to get now than it used to be because you've got extra jump height. So definitely, do you see that gold bubble? Just jump straight for it. And then you get to qualify. And then we got another roll. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. What's everyone doing? Yeah, everyone basically fell in the slime on this one. Does this deserve a spot in this highlights video? Well, probably not, but I thought it was funny. Ah, look at that. 7 more to go. 7 more points levels. Can we get them? Ever? This was taking forever. This was 3 days in. Look! Ackle the champ! And Ackle the champ! That's right, I decided to play the little limited time show to see if points levels would count in this one like they do in solos, and that meant I was facing a team that had the same name for some reason. You can't both be a champ, what are you doing? Which one of you's the real champ? I don't trust that in the slightest. So all my team just basically fell in the slime pretty quickly, which meant this was quickly all on my head. Could I win it for the team? Well, now it's just me and one of the champs. Could they beat me? Could I beat them? Oh yeah, I could. Sorry, champs. There's only one true champ in this lobby, and they've got a hula hoop. Stand back. Yeah, it didn't give me points. And that's why I hate Blast Ball. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? What is your plan? You can't go that way. That way's in the ocean now. Yes, go this way. Go this way. That's right. Oh, well, you tried. And that's how I got another crown in solos. And then Samuel MK came over to rub it in my face. This is what the costume looks like. Yeah, I get it. I get it. However, we get quickly attacked and I have to run away. And then they come back to take me out again, but this time I'm ready. I'm ready for the grabs. So we take out X-Durbot, and then funnily enough, Samuel just jumps into the sea to give me a win. Thanks for that. And also congratulations on getting that costume. It is not easy. Look at that wonderful new nameplate. 35, 36, and then we get a full mountain. Hooray, first one. And this absolutely proves without a shadow of a doubt that I was not playing knockout for these wins. I didn't want to take any wins from the people going for the event. It's already difficult enough. But luckily we still managed to get the crown, even though the other people got quite a decent boost from the ball there. Go for it, Trash Mole. 37. We got another Hexaterrestrial after that one, and me and this bean had a pretty good tussle actually in this final. Almost cut myself off there with a poorly spaced dive, and then that guy floats for a second. Interesting. They came over to my tiles. I'm ready with the grab. Into the slime you go. Sorry. Back to the WWE for you. He's doing it. He's recycling. Quadra gold. And just like that, we had one more points mode required. I'm going to tell you this because it's true. This last one took me over 2 hours to get. I was getting so fed up with the game, I decided to let the game just take me out. If you weren't going to give me a points level, just get rid of me. Take me out of the lobby. Come on, rhinos. You always do this to me. There we go. Oh, yeah. Fine. I did whatever I could. I put my controller down, I let the rhinos take me out. I was done. I was done with the event. It was forever going to stay at 1 points round required. Also, that guy just walked into me and disappeared. What? But the rhinos, they wouldn't take me out. Nothing could take me out. The AFK timer. The rhinos. Nothing worked. I just kept surviving. Kept being punished. Forced to play the next round. And the next round was Slime Scraper. I thought, you know what? Maybe this is a sign. Maybe the game wants me to take this and just keep playing. Maybe this was finally going to be the points round I required. In this show right here, this solo show would give me everything I needed. For sure, the rhinos had spoken. Even though this Slime Scraper wasn't a points round, surely we'd be blessed with something like Bubble Trouble or Button Bashers in the very next round. Little did I know, I could see the future. No, actually I couldn't, I just thought it'd be funny to say. But we got a nice little boost to the end here anyway. Hooray! Yeah, so not many people survived that Slime Scraper, and it just gave us a crack and slam. And basically nothing happened. I just won again. And then these two gold beans tried to take me out in roll-off. But one of them took themselves out. This one put up a good fight, I'll give them that. But it wasn't good enough. But it was still not what I needed. Where was my points round? But somehow, that counted as a points round. I can assure you, and we're going to look at the medals, there was no points round. However, that was a knockout one. I just tried it randomly. None of those were points rounds, but it gave me a points round. Anyway, event complete. I am now the Fallen King. Event complete. Let's check it out. Oh, that's not good. There he is, the Fallen King. This guy has battled through about 24 hours of gameplay for this costume. $200 worth of minimum wage time just for this costume. Is it worth it? Let's check it out. You know how I like to do these events. This has been the most difficult one ever. What an absolute grind. Ugh. I kind of hope we don't get something that's ever this much of a grind again. But we do like to show off some gameplay with the new costume. And I will say, it's a very cool costume. I'm very pleased I have it. Obviously, no hard feelings if this event is too difficult for you. I think it's going to be too difficult and too time consuming for most people out there. The only people that are going to be able to do this are the most dedicated, the people with a lot of free time, and I've been working till like 8 PM the last 3 days and just about fitting this around that. Oh my. It's been a tiring week, and all this for you guys. I could not get this costume for you, the viewer. I've got to do it. Check it out, it's all worth it. Each and every one of you that watched these videos, that stuck by for however many months or maybe even years for some of you, you all mean a lot to me, and I love making these videos for you. I love completing these events, showing off the gameplay, showing off the costumes, doing whatever I can to make an entertaining video. I enjoy making these, and I always enjoy hearing the comments and just the appreciation on YouTube here or on Twitter. It just brightens my day to know that I get to entertain some of you. So if you've enjoyed these videos, make sure you do leave a like or a comment, maybe even subscribe if you haven't. Obviously you don't have to. I won't be able to tell, and I won't judge you too harshly. But anyway, let's end this video the way we started, with a lot of beans falling into the slime. Chef's kiss. So, with a lot of skipping, because at one point in this, I was just playing the first round over and over again, leaving the lobby if it wasn't a points round. I'd been put down probably to the bottom tier of skill-based matchmaking, which meant these people didn't know how levels work. They didn't know how to count a fruit. And so just like that, with 4 greens, 3 grapes, and 2 bananas, I can count. Let's see if our opponent can. Looking at them from across the level, like some sort of old Western film. I said hello to my arch-rival here, knowing that we were both going to go into the final together. Unless, of course, there was always the possibility that they couldn't count fruit. And that's it. That's your very anticlimactic end to this video. I won in some fruit. Yay! It was as simple as that. Yeah, we do love a bit of an anticlimax in the end of a video, don't we? That's the only time I've played with this costume so far. Maybe that costume strikes so much fear into your rivals that they cannot win. They cannot even make it to a final. It just automatically grants you a win at the soonest time possible. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking around to the end of this video. If you got to the end, you're a legend. I hope you've enjoyed this a lot more than I've enjoyed playing the event. You know what, it was okay. We've got some great gameplay out of this, some really sweaty victories, some absolute toxicity, but some good times, and I'm gonna treasure this costume for as long as I play the game. Thanks so much for watching, I'll see you in another episode soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.